to Penthouse. Yeah.
Back
At it again. I'm in there, dog.
in the pocket. Is that door closed?
Is it?
Can you hear a little bit outside? I know they can't.
I can hear that wind a little bit.
I know
don't
they
think
can't
gonna
hear
be able to
it.
but
Yeah, they're not
I
gonna
can
be able to
definitely hear it back there. But they say they outside.
Yeah, they say they outside.
They say they outside.
Niggas seeing there. Man, all people out smoke, man, for real, for real. I got my laptop over here too, so I'm gonna be able to do.
Hey man, I appreciate that because I've been thinking about that, and I looked over there. You said, "Man, I'm gonna do this just in case Google." I said, "Yeah, man, that makes me feel a lot more official now. We can fact check ourselves."
Yeah, on air. You know what I'm saying? And I never thought about it. I mean, I guess because we so comfortable, like we you know what I'm saying? Like I chose to come down from the stairs this time on purpose, y'all, because I feel like in the future somebody gonna be like, "That's a green screen," or I don't know where they at. Who knows?
Are they really in that penthouse?
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, you know what? I'm coming down from upstairs, but I really live in here. So it's like I got my laptop and my computer around here. Why not just?
You know what's crazy about the green screen thing though?
Yeah.
Like I think people who have never green screened before,
think it's easy.
you know, like think like, oh,
Think the shit is
easy
just
to make
easy.
it look that good.
Yeah.
So good where you like, is it a green? I think it's a green screen.
Yeah. If you think, if you
taking that much time.
yeah, nah. Well, I mean, you know, some people got more time than others. That's on
true,
them.
though.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just
I
saying.
be getting all these memes where they like do all this stuff. People got time.
Yeah.
So
if you
right
think
about
it's
that.
a green screen, where
you at? What's
I
up
don't
with
know.
you?
I don't
What's
know.
up?
Yo, you know what I want to talk about real quick? I wanted to bring this up, bro. Am I tripping, or did this really happen? Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. was about to fight, and then that boy Roy Jones Jr. said,
They made a mistake.
Hold on, real quick. I might have been tripping. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what though, Roy? I thought you was tripping too.
You got the laptop. You know what you should do? You should pull up. You on Instagram too, right?
Yeah.
You should pull up Mike Tyson Instagram and just go look at his training. That's what the first time we was talking about this. Just look how
it's on his YouTube.
I'm gonna put it on the screen so they can see.
Hold on, wait a second here. It's not about what I just seen. I think I see Tyson versus Jones. Okay. Oh, yeah. They are fighting.
They still doing it?
Yes, November 28th.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm there.
I'm glad. See, look at what the laptop did for us today.
Y'all trying to lock? Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, because we about to say he didn't do it.
See? But I thought I heard that though.
I seen a post somebody said he made a mistake thinking he was ready for Mike. And if he said that or he didn't say it, it was true.
Oh my God. I just need to see this. So I'm stamping this in my brain. I'm putting this on my brain calendar. November 28th.
Yeah. Have you seen the training though?
Bro, Mike Tyson is not to be fucked with. Nah, it is not a thing.
It's like he an old man, but he ain't the type of old man you want to play with.
I was just talking to y'all about this. I was on my Instagram. I don't know if I talked to y'all about this, but Mike Tyson got a compilation. I put this on YouTube too. I did some content about this.
We talk about this knockout compilation every.
Bro got a 45-minute clip of him knocking people out. And what I need you to understand from an editing perspective is that when you get footage, you get it and then you chop it down to the best parts. And he got 45 minutes of him knocking people out. All knockouts though. And I'm like, okay.
And I want y'all to know, because I'm gonna tell you, we talk about this a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's just so amazing to see anybody drop people like that.
Yeah, nah.
Because it ain't nobody in history that you can find with knockouts like that.
Nah. Even in our era, you know, we Floyd Mayweather.
No, yeah.
I grew up. I was a kid. My daddy used to take me to fight parties. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I used to go to the fight parties, and only thing I remember about Mike Tyson fight parties is that
they didn't last long.
They didn't last long. I remember going to the bathroom and then coming back, and then all I would hear is like a roar.
It's crazy. That's like a common thing. But you knew not to do that.
Huh?
I knew not to do that. I would always use the restroom before Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna be that story.
Yeah.
It happened to my mom. I remember one time she said, "Yeah, I'm about to go make me a sandwich real quick and come sit back down." Came back. She said, "What happened?" It's over.
Fight over. You gotta watch the highlight tape.
I'm surprised people still bought Tyson fights because you pay $50, $60 for pay-per-view and then it's over in 4 seconds.
4 seconds. He blessing you. 4 seconds. Hachoo.
Exactly. And these professional boxers. This ain't like no.
Yeah, these grown men. These are people's fathers. Go look at these men on YouTube right now. They're getting blessed. But I like to say, man,
daddy get dropped in the ring.
For sure. It's easy. It's easy for us. Well, you know, P got a background in boxing. It's easy for us to hop on here and talk about all these people that got blessed. So you think you would knock out Mike Tyson is what you saying?
No, hell no.
Okay,
hell
good shit.
Because you got to think. See, the thing, I'll come and show you something from a boxing standpoint, right? Now, you look at certain people in boxing, if you box, right? You can ask my boy Swanky this too, because he boxes.
Okay.
You look at some people, you'd be like, okay, yeah, I get with him.
Yeah.
But some people you look at and be like, nah.
Ooh, that nigga hell.
Like, Mike Tyson, when I look at his training, nothing about the way he looks makes me be like, yeah, I'll get in there. Nah.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Floyd, people think they can get with him, but his tactical, because I watched all Floyd. He's my favorite boxer.
Mm-hmm.
I done watched all his fights. The way, why he's so unstoppable to me, because he's a defensive genius. He's going to adjust to you. So even if you getting with him at first, he going to switch up, but he going to beat you.
See, Floyd like,
you know he about to fight Logan Paul.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Logan Paul.
Who finna fight Logan Paul?
Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Chill out, bro. Why is that on here bullshit on this phone? Man, I got my laptop. I got my laptop. Y'all all got me put
it on the
Boy,
screen.
Floyd Mayweather is not about to fight Logan Paul. Y'all all
bro,
got
I'm
me.
telling you. I am telling you, bro. It's gonna happen.
Hold on.
And it's gonna make a lot of money.
Oh my God.
And Conor McGregor gonna fight Manny Pacquiao.
Hold on. What's my boy name? Logan
Paul. Floyd Mayweather.
Oh my God, it's something popping up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, boxing. Oh my God, they say there is nothing wrong with Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul. This looks like this might be a thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I told you.
Holy shit. I don't know though. You know what I'm saying? Because well, I'm not gonna say that Logan Paul gonna get blessed, because Logan Paul is way bigger than Floyd Mayweather, which is why it's funny, because it's like, it makes sense though, because it's like, here goes this one guy who's a YouTuber who doesn't have that much background in boxing, but is way bigger than Floyd Mayweather. This is what I'm saying. This is what I know too. This is what I believe in. This is why I fuck with Logan, right? Because this is what I know Logan knows. I play baseball, right? And I used to tell people, I'm not a fighter, but I know one thing. If I hit you on your chin with this same hand that I used to throw 95 with, if I connect, I don't need to have all of the skills, the hoorah and the hooray and the boom bam, all that shit. Look, I don't need all that. If I connect in your chin, you're done. And I feel like that's what my boy Logan Paul is hoping. Because if he connect,
Conor McGregor,
if he connect to my boy
Conor McGregor, the same thing
on the canvas.
The same thing they said about Conor McGregor.
Bro, they the same weight.
If he connects,
they the same weight.
30,
this 40, a different connection.
50 fights in a row. I heard that.
This is
50 fights.
This is a
50 fights.
Listen.
50 fights.
Logan Paul.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
Preston Hicks.
Right.
Logan Paul hits Floyd Mayweather in the chin.
No.
I'm not sure if Floyd Mayweather will continue standing on the canvas. I don't know.
This is crazy.
The real question.
Bro, you
check this out.
Disrespectful, right?
I'm not disrespectful. I'm just saying I'm being 100%. But this is what I'm saying. Let me get, that was my disclaimer. Here you go, Floyd. I love Floyd. Stop Money Floyd Mayweather, baby. Listen, this is what I'm saying. I'm just a logical motherfucker, right? Because I understand. If Floyd, I said if he can hit
I know
Floyd
you
Mayweather.
Got a chin on you.
If he can hit Floyd Mayweather.
He can't.
If he can
and
hit
if he does,
Floyd
Conor McGregor hit him.
Bro, listen,
it's not
if he can. Oh, if he does,
these professional boxers,
man, listen,
bro.
if he hit that man in that chin, I'm not sure. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know. We can talk about this shit out there if you want to. We got a good episode to get into, man.
DJ has just committed blasphemy.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
Man, send me this clip. Because I need it.
I need it,
man. We finna start some shit.
But you ready to get into it today?
Man, let's get it poppin', man.
Yeah, like, so I guess it's time for Mama's House, man. Go ahead and pass me the trusty iPad, right? Because this is a question, I know when you hear this one, you're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a common question we get asked all the time.
Oh, yeah,
Somebody finally sent it in. And as always, send your questions in to us. Yeah. We put something down at the screen so you can see where you can send the questions, email us, DM us, anywhere you can find us. As long as you send them questions in, we will answer them. You can comment under a YouTube video, whatever. We'll answer your questions.
We checking those notifications all the time, believe it or not.
And so you want to contact us, that's the best way to do it.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. All right. Princeton and Cowboy. I just got everything ready to start my business. I've got enough money and I feel like I'm ready to get started. But my big question for you is, how much money do I need to have to actually start a business? Or how much would you recommend that I have before I get started? Any insight would help. Thank you.
Good question. That's one of the ones that we get all the time, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good episode, you know what I'm saying?
I've been wanting to talk about this too because there's a kind of mindset about entrepreneurship that I think a lot of people miss.
Yeah.
And it's important to talk about this one because even when we did How to Start a Business in 30 Days, we did the customer intelligence portion where you collect the questions and see what everybody's facing and the problems and stuff like that, which is something powerful too. If you don't do that, make sure you actually get your customers and learn about what they want. But this was a common one I got all the time is like, how much money do I need to get started? And I got a couple things to tell you if you're trying to be an entrepreneur. And I guess I'm just going to come out right and say it.
Shit, come on.
It's no amount of fucking money. It's not a certain amount because here's the reality. You've been
it's so much shit I mean, I know where you going.
Like to try to predict the amount of money that you would need in order to be an entrepreneur, it's like crazy because you never know what's going to come up.
It's the wrong mindset to go into it with. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like dealing with somebody and you know you're trying to help them with something and they keep worrying about some other shit that's going on over there. You're like, bro, just you thinking too, you worried about the wrong shit right now. You need to just worry about like accumulating the knowledge that you need, one, because then you can leverage yourself to get in anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That'll pay for a lot. You know what I'm saying? You should be focusing on accumulate some sort of skill that you can trade. You know what I'm saying? Because now at this point, we're not talking because what mindset we're trying to get you to get away from is the one that you think the one that where you think you always need money to get stuff done. This is just something that you need at the very beginning. But money does move stuff faster. Please don't get that wrong. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you have it, of course use it. But if you do not have any, there's other things that you can do.
I mean, that's a good point. And I think the thing is, I think what the people are trying to lessen is uncertainty. Yeah. Because the reality of it is when you say I want a certain amount of money, always people get pissed off.
You can't lessen uncertainty.
That's what I'm saying. People get pissed off when I say this, but I told them the idea of the Trump thing when he said I got a small loan of $1 million. Now, of course, a small loan of $1 million is, of course, a lot of money, especially when you start off a business. Yeah, but he said it.
It's not been easy for me. It has not been easy for me. And you know, I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. I came into Manhattan, and I had to pay him back, and I had to pay him back with interest. But I came into Manhattan, I started buying up properties, and I did great. And then I built the Grand Hyatt, and I got involved with the convention. So I did a good job.
Right. If we can find a clip, we can put it in here. But here's the thing about this. I could give $1 million to 99.9% of people, and they'll fuck it off. And you can sit there and say, no, I would. I'm telling you, I just watched a friend of mine do this shit. Mm-hmm. I've seen people fuck off millions of dollars in my lifetime. Yep. Not just people who are business people, but also people, of course, I've seen drug dealers do it. Mm-hmm. I've seen a bunch of people do it. But what I'm saying is, just because somebody gives you $1 million don't mean you're going to make it $1 million. Yeah, now, for sure. If you learn certain skills, and this goes back to the point of how much money you need, you just made an excellent point, which is you need to be acquiring the skills. Because another thing that I've heard, and it's probably the most powerful thing I've learned is, it was Tony Robbins, he said this. He said, the ultimate resource is resourcefulness. Because if you have that, you find a way to get everything else.
Yeah, it's like you just literally, it's like we're going to take it back to the energetic spectrum. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you become resourceful, you have this energy around you that you carry in and that you just walk in the rooms with, and then you become this magnet where you can attract all these people, and then you can provide your resources to them. All these skills that I was just talking about. Yeah. All of this shit that we were just going over a few seconds ago. You know what I'm saying? You bring that to them. And then what you'll realize is that you can get into places. You can get shit done without funds. Now, I told you at the beginning of this too. I said, disclaimer, funds will, I'm a big fan of paying shit.
I'm a big fan.
I'm just, we speaking to the people at the very beginning of the phase that want to get this thing
think about it from this perspective though. Mm-hmm. Did you know all the stuff we was going to have to pay for along the way?
No. Because the thing is. But I was just thinking about this. You give a person, but see, this is why it's beautiful, right? You give a person $1 million, right? And they blow through it. They may blow through half of that $1 million, but that was because they didn't learn certain lessons. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
Even if you had that $1 million, that's why I fuck with what our boy John always say. I believe every person should be able to fuck off $200,000. Yeah. And that's aggressive to some people because I know somebody heard that and was like, yo, hell no, that's not true. Yeah. But what it's gonna do for people is it's going to allow you to further your education on funds, just money in general. it's gonna allow you to get more knowledge on building. Because if you got that type of money, you have different problems at this point.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So now it's like, I got $200,000. Now I don't know what to do with it.
Have you heard that great quote? It said,
one?
money doesn't solve all your problems, but it solves all your money problems.
Yeah.
But
I never heard that.
To your point, though, about the thing, it's a great story. It's in Eastern philosophy about this monk. Or no, yeah, he was a monk, I believe.
Yeah.
But anyway, he had his disciple, his best disciple, you know, he was trying to ascend to nirvana. So if you study Eastern philosophy, you know that's like Buddha. Nirvana is like the highest level once you kind of give away all thought, everything. You remove all attachment.
I'm trying to go there.
So the reason he couldn't do it, though, is because he just had a mansion. He wanted to live in a mansion so bad. So in order to do it, what his mentor did was he manifested a mansion in front of him so he could live in a mansion and burn off that final karma so he could then go into nirvana. And even if you're not in the Eastern philosophy, the whole point of that story is a lot of times certain things need to happen to kind of burn off karma.
Yeah.
The best example I could give is like, it's like somebody who dated a lot of women, right?
Yeah.
And as he got older, he like, I'm good. I don't need to do that. I don't need to run around anymore. Versus a person who never did and was like, I never wanted to do that. Because what'll tend to happen, those people, I've seen it when they get older, they get in relationships, and they'll still be kind of looking around like, I kind of want to do that.
Yeah.
Whereas the people I've seen who was running it up when they was young, they don't really care. They've kind of done it. They, in essence, burnt off the karma.
They burnt that whole vibe off. It's not even a thing anymore.
And I think with the money, to correlate that, what I would say resourcefulness comes down to is when you go through it without money, you learn a skill. And this skill of resourcefulness probably is the most important skill of entrepreneurship ever. Because if somebody dropped $1 million on our lap right now, we're going to be very cash efficient.
Whole different ball game.
Because we're going to be like, we did all this type of stuff. So I guess what I want to do today, instead of, because the direct answer to the question is what I said. There's never an amount of money.
Yeah.
But what I do want to talk about today, to just really give them something that's useful, is what are some of the traits that you can have. So when you do acquire money, or whatever money you do have, you can be more resourceful with those things and start building something up to be a better entrepreneur.
One of the biggest traits that I love is communication. You know what I'm saying? That's directly gonna be one of the traits that you can just embody very quickly to, you know what I'm saying, lock a lot of stuff in. What my friend Pick say, the fortune is in the follow-up, but follow-up is all about communication.
There's so much money there.
There's so much money there. So I mean, this is kind of after you know, get down with the get down as far as like building your product, understanding how you want to get all of that stuff built and things of that nature, what you want to do, how you want to do it. Once you get to that point, you have your product that you're selling like currently, and it's selling, you like it, you love it. Now you want to scale it, right? Now it's going to get down to the point to where it's like communication is going to be a very, very, very big portion of your life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like one of the traits that I would recommend that people embody early is just be one with the communication. I like, you know, I'm country cowboy, but like me and him, we joke around. He called me communication cowboy because one of my superpowers is I will not leave you in the dust. You know what I'm saying? I will let you know exactly what's going on. It may take me a day, it may take me 24 hours, but I'm going to hit you up and let you know what we came to the conclusion with and what we're going to do, how we're going to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And for that, I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, keep my conscience clear while I'm posting content because I don't feel like I got to.
Ain't nobody looking for
me. I got to respond back to this person, respond back to that person. I know I will communicate. You get what I'm saying? Even in my relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like on a personal level, I'm a communicator. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm able to, you know what I'm saying?
That's why the don't text back thing is almost funny.
It's funny because I won't text your ass back unless I like you. And that's just with everybody, right?
Well, that's a good point. You only communicate with
the people
who you...
Exactly. You can't be out here. I'm only communicating with the money and my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so if your ass ain't getting text back, you just hurt.
No. You know, nah. But we do have to push certain.
You don't fuck with me, Cap? No.
Nah, I love you. You know it's all love. But if we ain't talking about nothing, then it ain't nothing to talk about. You get where I'm going. Yeah. People be asking me, man, do you still be hitting up Megan? You be hitting up, but why am I hitting up Megan? Me and Megan good. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to talk about.
My thing is I never understood when somebody gets famous.
Yeah.
Somebody asks, do you be hitting them up? Like, what are you gonna hit them up and say?
I wouldn't want her to be hitting me up. Just be like, hey, what you doing? I'm fucking working.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's
like, come on, you can hit her up. Just seen that post.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on. I saw you.
That's
I saw you.
weird.
I saw you. That's
once again. That goes back to something we've talked about a lot.
You can either
and a friend.
Either one, man.
Come on, man. That's like me hitting you up just randomly. What you doing, bro?
Come on, bro. I'm fucking doing
I'm
shit.
editing. Oh, okay. So how's that going?
See, right here. I'm like, oh shit. Here the fuck we go. I'm about to have to spend. Come on
I'm
now.
about to end it all.
Yeah,
I'm about to end it all. But no, communication is huge. I mean, people don't know this, but that's really what led us to 6 figures.
Yeah.
Because one of the big things that you did when we did Instagram Explosion,
oh man,
you was communicating with those clients and customers. And
that's what I'm saying.
And I remember people who got off Instagram Explosion.
I was good morning in them.
That's what I'm saying. They used to say, you know what? I don't think this product's for me. But y'all communication is amazing. And then
they would even say, they would even actually say the word communication. Y'all communication is good. Like the customer service here, excellent. We just went to our guy the other day to sell an app, and he was like, man, the organization and the communication here, 100. I can't, hands down,
we dropped
bro.
the contract. He was like, man, this is the most professional shit I've ever seen from a black business.
You know what I'm saying? And he's like, it's sad.
It's sad, but it is.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn. But one thing that he commended us on was the communication, and that's what I love the most.
Because that's the reality. That's the reality. And that goes back to another point. Like, just made me think of another point. Because what I explained to him was, I can't predict when things will go right and wrong. I can't predict if the freeway is going to blow up and something don't get out in time.
Yeah.
But what I can guarantee, what anybody can do in business, is that I'm going to communicate to you what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about yourself if you're watching this. Let's say you go to a store and somebody doesn't deliver some shit on time. A lot of people don't be that hot. They just be hot when nobody calls them.
That's what I'm saying. Like I did a rental experience with what's that fucking company called right here? The green and black one, Enterprise.
Oh, okay.
I rented something from them recently, right? I go to the place. Luckily, it's 2 blocks down the street, right? I go down there to go, handle the business that I fucking inquired, right? Mm-hmm. I go down there, they tell me, we don't have any more vehicles for you. I'm like, what? Why don't you call me ahead of time and let me know? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not tripping. I have a vehicle. I was doing the excursion for some influencers that was coming in, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like, bro, like, y'all gotta communicate with me. I'm not even that hot. Like, that
makes you hot.
That makes me hot that you didn't communicate with me, you know what I'm saying? So I take those, like, anytime I experience something like that, I always flip it over into somebody else's shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I take that and I'm heated in the moment, but I put this in another folder that I have in my brain. I'm like, see, this is one of the things I'm never gonna make somebody that I'm working with experience. And if I do, randomly, because sometimes it does happen when I'm dealing with my one-on-one clients with the coaching calls and things like that. Sometimes I'll run a little late or something like that, right? I'll tell them straight up, hey, listen, I'll do this for you. I'll compensate here in this area. If I already understand that something went wrong, that's still communication. You get what I'm saying? It's like, at the same time, all you really want to do is just communicate with people so that you don't leave them in the wind. Because
it's that staying power.
Being left in the wind is just disrespectful. Yeah. Think about when somebody leave you in the wind. You know what I'm saying? You like, man, like, that's just not a good trait to have
as a business person.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's so essential as a business person.
That's what I'm saying. It's just not it's a good trait to have.
If you're saying, oh, how much money I need to get started, I'm telling you, you're going to lose a lot of money.
Thinking
that could be yours because you're not communicating with the people you're trying to build up an audience with.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is, I'm about to give you something that's more valuable than money in this episode.
That's free to do what you just said.
Free?
It's free as hell.
I mean, all those people that...
It don't take nothing
when
to do
Instagram
that.
Explosion died, because our communication was so good, all those people purchased something else from us.
Yeah.
So those customers became a part of our lifeblood as a company. And people don't understand this as far as when they're getting out there. There's so many things you can focus on besides money. I didn't have any money when I started. So when people ask me the question, it's stupid. It's almost stupid. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying the question is crazy to me because what I'm looking at is like, I had no money.
Yeah.
But the things I could do is the things we're going to talk about in this episode. One was communicate.
Yeah.
That's why me and you got along.
Yeah.
Because the communication was always there.
Yeah.
It was never, you said, oh, I'm gonna pull up today. Or you say, call me if you're going to pull up today. And then I just don't call.
Yeah.
Just nothing. It just go radio silent for 2 days. You're like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole thing.
I was napping.
Because if somebody going to invest their time into something, invest their time in you, you should do that.
You should communicate.
Yeah.
That's
Another thing I guess I want to talk about is, I was talking to this with a good friend of mine last night. I was telling him that the follow through, your word has to be solid. I was telling him this. I don't say shit that I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
So if I say it, I have to do it. So I explained it to him like this. When you become the type of person who follows through on everything you say.
Yeah.
What then happens is you become a person who's impeccable with your word. They actually talk about that in the 4 agreements.
You become elite.
Yeah, because I told him this. I'll give you a crude example. I said, I won't threaten somebody. If I say, I'm not going to tell somebody I'm going to beat your ass.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to go that far until I'm ready to do that. Because then your threat becomes hollow.
Yeah.
And
like
so I
you
think
just be talking.
Yeah, that's what people say. Oh, he just be talking. But let's say you told somebody, I'm going to beat your ass. And they be like, ha, and then you punch them.
Yeah.
Well, then, I'm not saying you do any of this. I'm just trying to give you an example of what makes somebody a person worth listening to.
Yeah.
It's because they follow through on what they say. So when you say right now, I don't have the money, the reason you're missing resourcefulness is because your word hasn't become solidified.
Yeah.
My word is solidified. Once again, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna say something from this book every episode.
Might as well.
At this point, Iron Will. At the beginning of the book, it's like in the very beginning, they mention like 3 people from history.
Yeah.
And they said such men can no more be stopped than the sun can be or the tide. They simply do what they plan.
Yep.
The sun coming up. The tide is coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot be stopped.
Yeah,
So,
it's coming.
For me, when I look at an entrepreneur and I say, damn, why is this person worried about this shit? Is because they're missing the key thing. Money is not the thing. Money is a thing that people think about because they're coming from a position of I worked all my life.
Yeah.
So when I think about my bills, yes, there's a certain amount of money I need. If I say, this is how much my rent costs, this is how much my lights cost, there's a certain amount of money I need to operate in a year.
Yeah.
There's a certain amount of money. But when it comes to entrepreneurship, there's all these little weird things that can happen in entrepreneurship that don't require any money. You can meet somebody and they say, I'm gonna put you on this money.
Yeah.
Because I like your energy, I like your vibe. I like
That's what
your
I'm
passion.
saying. That's the part right there though. It's like once you unlock that feature, then it becomes like this endless game. And then it's like you can just make as much of it as you want to. Then you become unassociated with it. You just said something about the money that was interesting. You said you coming from a place when you worry about like this is very important to know, yo. Like this, that's why I love this show. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love this piece of content because this is what you need to hear. Like you gotta get this. When you're asking a question like how much money do I need, it's because of the thought process that you have. It's because of the things that you're experiencing currently. You haven't experienced somebody giving you $3,000-$4,000 because they like you. You get what I'm saying? Because that breaks your paradigm. Then you stop worrying about like how much money it takes to get shit done because you become like this source of energy that just attracts things into your life because of, you know, like the things that just your energy in general. You know what I'm saying? So it breaks that paradigm for you, but it also teaches you that like it's not like I'ma always resort back to energy because that's what I'm big on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just all I am, a big ball of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like when I want to drive home to people in this particular portion of the show right now, it's like, yo, all it is an energy thing. It's an energetic ball that you just become. And then it all rolls in one by one. But that's gonna break that. That's gonna break that paradigm, yo.
I love what you just said, though.
Yeah.
Paradigm's the perfect way to put it. Because what you just dug deep on right there, which just really sparked me, is that what we're really trying to dig away from you is the question itself is the wrong way to approach.
To approach the whole, it's like
it's the wrong premise.
Yes, you coming from the like. It's almost
so,
like it's almost like we watching you trying to come over from the back gate, trying to get into the field, but it's like a whole nother entrance.
It's like
over here. We're like, no, you tripping. Come
it's
around.
Like the best way I can put it is like, let's say you go into another country, foreign country. Let's say you go into China, right? And you say, how much English do I need to speak? It's like that's of course people. Let me say this. Right?
Yeah.
Just a disclaimer, because I like to be factual. A lot of people speak English in China.
Of course. 100%.
But what I'm saying, just for the sake of the argument.
But that's why that's why the question makes some sense.
But it's like, how much English do I need to speak? It's like you're going to a place that's not their main language.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's an irrelevant question because you need to be speaking that language.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a language of entrepreneurship. So you can always tell another entrepreneur or somebody who's been through it by some of the shit they say.
Yeah.
I know a person who's an entrepreneur doesn't ask questions like that.
Yeah.
And the reason I ask, unless it's like, I'm about to fund something and they're physically saying, this needs $1 million.
Yeah.
Or it's like, put together a plan, like how much to hire the staff and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, if you look back on all this, the whole paradigm has to shift.
Yeah.
The reason this question is something I wanted to key in on is because our whole paradigm has to shift when it comes to entrepreneurship.
Yeah. It requires
a different
paradigm. It's like it requires a whole another personality.
Because think about it like this. There's certain foundational things you believe about the world when you're not an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So when you're talking to entrepreneurs, they have a different swag. You think they can come off maybe a bit cocky or arrogant. But this goes back to a great concept that was in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which is the map is not the territory.
Yeah.
So I want to explain this really quick because this is some deep shit. And it goes down to what you're saying. So if I'm trying to drive around Houston, how effective do you think it would be if I was using the map of Chicago?
Probably not effective at all.
Because just the map is not of the territory I'm actually covering.
Exactly.
So all of us, and these are statistics you can look up, they said that the world is about 2 billion bits of information at any given time.
100.
They said we can only process, I can't remember the exact number, but let's just say it's like 1 million or 200,000 or something like that. So basically, we can't process the entire world as it is. So what we do is we create a map
in our
to
head,
approximate what it is.
Okay.
So the map is not the territory. So basically, all the beliefs you have, generalizations, those are things that you build based on your map of reality. So for example, all stereotypes are based on your map of reality.
Yeah.
All people are like that. When you hear people say all or always, that is what they call a universal quantifier, I believe it is. So basically, you're saying that you're making an assumption about all this group because you don't have time to meet all of them.
Yeah.
I don't have to. If I say all DJs are like this, I haven't met every DJ.
Yeah.
So I have to make a universal assumption about them.
Yeah.
So these are maps that we do this everywhere.
Everybody does this. I just personally know a lot of my women friends who do this too. Like men always, it's like, there it goes. You know what I'm saying? There it goes. It's like you at a
So that's your map. So let's say 20 men hurt them.
Yeah.
So their map is men are bad.
Yeah.
Same thing when it comes to entrepreneurship. You're coming from a background, and we talked about this so many times, where you've been socialized, which is you've adopted the beliefs of your mom, your parents, and all these people that you got to have so much money, or you even heard takes money to make money, which is, oh my God, they need to retire that shit.
They need to retire.
Because of course, you need to have money to exist in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
It takes money to live in our society. Of course.
Yeah, it's a true statement, but come on now.
But it's over exaggerated or it's used out of context.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Like you can't make in the modern world. Actually, can make some money without money. Service-based business doesn't require money.
You're true.
I can come pull up on you and do a service without $1.
That is 100% true. You can I can probably tell somebody today that I'm a masseuse and probably book a massage for $100 an hour. Go over there with some coconut oil, call it a day.
And I guess you had to spend on the coconut oil. Is that what we're talking about though? It takes money to make money.
I mean,
it takes a couple dollars.
It does. Though. I mean, you got
see. But you get the point.
Yeah.
See, and if you harping on that point, you missing all of this.
Yeah.
Because the whole what I'm getting at is, it's not that your map is wrong, but you got to switch maps depending on what game you play.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to Chicago, I use a map of Chicago. If I'm going to New York, I use a map of New York. If I'm going to be somebody who works a job, goes to 9 to 5, I use this map. If I'm gonna be an entrepreneur, I use this map. So what I'm saying is, you're asking me, hey, not Main Street, because that's everywhere, but Lenox Street in New York, how do I get there? And you're in Houston. I'm like, well, you're asking for something that doesn't even apply to this.
Exactly.
You're asking something that doesn't even apply to this whole thing we're talking about.
Yeah, you just
So the first thing you got to do is get a map of Houston.
Yeah.
And then from there, we can be like, all right, now that you have a map of Houston, you can understand how this game goes.
Yeah.
So asking how much money or how much I need, you got to switch up that map. That's why the first thing we talked about, resourcefulness. Second thing we was talking about is building entrepreneurship skills. Because I think too, with communication, it's a hard thing to do.
What?
Communicate to other people like your weaknesses.
Yeah. Nah, that's gonna take some internal work. You know how they always say you should be working on yourself instead of on anything else. What they say?
Work harder on yourself than a job.
Yeah, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. You know what I'm saying? And then all that type of stuff will flip. But that's an internal thing that definitely takes some time. You know what I'm saying? For you to dig in deep so you can switch that. You know what I'm saying?
And then another thing I've learned behind questions like that.
Yeah.
You ever know somebody asks you something and you know they asked it because there's a reason. So for example, just say I walk in randomly like, it's crazy, I got to do this.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I'm throwing it out there because I'm fishing for somebody, like maybe you to give me some validation or give me some moral support, whatever. Instead of just saying it, I just kind of throw it out there. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
And it's so difficult.
Yeah.
So I think when somebody asks how much money do they need, it goes back to something we was talking about earlier, but I do want to dive deeper into is fear and uncertainty.
Yeah.
Once again, this is another thing about the entrepreneurial mindset that we're trying to build up.
That's why you always hear a lot of entrepreneurs, and I'm not gonna harp on this too much because I don't want to come off weird or just too.
Man, please though, because I think. But
I'm just saying before I
necessary.
Yeah, it is. But that's why you see a lot of entrepreneurs talking real heavily about God. They talk about God real heavily. They put him in every piece of content that they could possibly put him in. They praise him. They do all these things because it's a little secret to all of this that if you embody it, you just don't have to worry about certain things. And it's that F word, faith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you can get that locked in, you don't have to worry about uncertainty because uncertainty will always be there. The fear of the unknown will always be there. You know what I'm saying? But if you walking in faith, you good.
Yeah.
It's just period. Like you don't have nothing to worry about. So those specific, that's why you say a lot of people after they get to a specific level, you hear certain people say, I can talk to a person in 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 seconds and see where they at in their life. Because when you ask specific questions, words mean things. Words let you know where you at. Yep. Words I can listen to. I can tell you right now, I'm 26 years old. I can listen to a person right now because of the amount of life that I live, the friends that I have. This guy, you can hear it. That's why I'm here. You can hear it. That's why you here. I got more friends that are just extremely well spoken. I'm telling you right now.
You can tell.
I'm telling you right
100%. Now. You can tell by the words a person uses. And I go into that thing on
word
faith.
Magic is true.
The thing about faith is, I always said this, you have to have faith in something higher.
Yes, sir.
And even if you had a lot of faith in yourself, that can get it done. Because I've seen people get it done that way, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I believe what it comes down to is faith causes the feet to move forward.
Yes, sir.
So I don't need to know everything. That's what people don't understand. I think people come to me, or anybody, you see people talking on these platforms.
Yeah.
You come to these people because you think they have all the answers.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that's not what it is. It's not that we have all the answers or anybody has all the answers. What it is we have extreme faith.
Yes.
We're going to go find the answer.
By any means motherfucking necessary.
So when something comes up, as an entrepreneur, I know I can't predict 10 years down in the future that I'll have every answer.
Yeah.
But I do know one thing about myself as an entrepreneur. I will figure shit out.
Yeah.
I will figure this game out. Whenever we come up against a problem, it hasn't been a situation where I'm sitting there saying, well, I don't have the answer, so I guess this is just the end.
Yeah.
I guess we're done here.
I guess wrap it up right here.
Yeah. When we first met, you used to always talk about this. Like, man, I seen 60 problems just get solved. And it was like you, because I know you fallen into that entrepreneur mindset.
Man, I'm telling you, yeah. When I'm telling you, like I wasn't like you looking at the evolved version of me. If you know me, like if you know me personally, some people watching this know me from when I was a little kid over there in the hood. You looking at an evolved version of that, like this whole process has just been a hell of an experience. You know what I'm saying? But just in general, just overall, it's like, I'm just thinking about the process in general. You know what I'm saying? It's just been one hell of an experience. And it's just crazy. Now, what's happening in my brain right now is just flashbacks to like the beginning of all of that shit, like the very beginning. Like, when I used to see problems getting solved, because basically in my mind, what would happen is like before I met entrepreneurs, before I consumed content like this, what would happen in my brain is I would get a problem and I didn't believe that I could solve it. You get what I'm saying? So until you get around the energy of a person that's like, fuck that. You get what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. We gonna find this. Like, I remember my 23rd birthday, the $1 Million Mansion party. We booked the venue. The venue got snatched in the most horrific way that you can possibly imagine. I'm talking about guns drawn in our face. We backing down like, whoa, we just booked the venue. We had no idea that you didn't know. We dealing with the owner looking at us. We done did a video. It's crazy. And I remember we lost the house, and my old paradigm kicked in. It's like, here goes a problem. I can't solve it. Yeah. I'm digging in the couch, and I'm in the car with him. I'm in the car with the world's most hated promoter. I'm in the car with Zoo. I'm in the car with some people who done been through some shit before. I'm young. I'm like 21, 22. I'm cool.
Yeah, we got the footage. We got it.
I got the footage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool, but I ain't never experienced shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I remember falling down. And I remember looking at them, but they wasn't panicking though. It was almost like they was like y'all bullshitting. This is my birthday, And y'all in this whole smiling like we got a venue and shit, but it was a smirk. It was a sneaky smirk. It was a smirk of faith. It was like one of them smirks like, I mean, but and Will told me this. It was raining, pouring down. We had sections in the back of my truck. We was selling through like we hand over fist type of motherfucker.
Yeah.
Give us the money, we gonna give you the space, and we gonna give you the ticket, and that's how we go. But like we had the furniture and everything in the back of the truck. It was soaking wet. It was pouring down rain outside. We had no venue. The party was in like 6 hours. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, how are we gonna find a venue? But y'all was smirking, and it was like this particular smirk of like faith. And I'll never forget. Will told me, he said, "Oh, we gonna have this party." And we ain't have shit to prove that at that point. And nothing was aligning right when he said that.
I'll give you a recent example.
But it was just crazy because we ended up having the whole venue and it made tons of money and it was lit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what?
I mean, it's the same thing with the WAP thing that just happened.
Doesn't make any sense, yep.
They took the venue we were supposed to use and we had to switch it last minute. And everybody on the team was, man, and I told him, ye of little faith. I literally told him this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was being dramatic. I don't walk around talking like that.
Yeah.
But I was being dramatic to make this point. You think that you have to know the outcome for things to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I go back to Iron Will, what I said in the beginning of this. Such men can no more be stopped than the sun can be or the tide.
Yep.
They simply do what they plan. I'm not making what I call a conditional decision. If things are good, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm making a decision that is going to happen. So when I look at that as an entrepreneur, not having money is just another problem in the entrepreneur theme, lifestyle to me.
Yeah.
It's no different than I don't have the amount of people I need.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to get customers. All these things are problems that can be solved by you as an entrepreneur.
Yep.
But the question is, are you going to sit down and say, I'm going to look for the solutions and the answers?
That's the energy that's going to take you over to the next level, for real. Because the moment that you have a problem, like I don't have any money, so what the fuck you gonna do about it? Because you don't have no money, but that don't mean that your cousin don't have no money.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
What you gonna do about it?
That to me
You
is what
asking
I
me?
think.
I'm not looking.
You say this all the time, and that's what you say. I go back to the energy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. To me, the whole game of entrepreneurship is what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
What the fuck you gonna do about it?
I want to live a life of freedom. Somebody comes to me, I hate my job. I hate corporate America. I don't like working here.
So
I want to do something
about it?
different. My mindset, what I want to tell them, and I've been getting bad with this lately.
Yeah.
I've been telling people shit like this. Like, all right, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Because what are you complaining about? Like, that's the energy you need to be a successful entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I don't have enough money to get started.
Good.
I had a negative $107.35 bank account when I started.
Good.
I have less. Not only do I don't have the money, I owe $107 to the bank. Good, because now I can get my ass up and stop being a bitch and say, let's do some shit. Get your little pussy ass up
and do some shit. Like Mike Tyson told
that's
my
what I'm
boy
saying.
Roy Jones.
And Roy Jones said, I made a mistake.
I made a mistake. November 28th.
That's what I'm saying. When life comes at you like Mike Tyson, you got to be like, okay. I'm going to get in there. You might get hit.
Life coming like Mike Tyson? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a little aggressive. My bad.
That's
let me tone that back. Mike coming, it's like a storm.
Yeah, okay.
Something you can get out the way.
Something you got the way of. Can I run over there? God damn, Mike Tyson coming, bro.
Even if Mike Tyson knock you out, you going to get back up.
You gonna, yeah.
You know,
yeah. Weeks later.
He ain't killed nobody.
Weeks later.
He ain't killed nobody. To my knowledge.
To my knowledge.
You sure but that's the whole point. Like, what the fuck are you going to do about this? I was telling, when I talk to my friends, my energy is, where's that energy that's that leader, that strong leader, that's bold, that's like, I'm going to do this shit? Because that's really what accomplishes things as an entrepreneur. We don't follow people. We don't look at people because we think, oh yeah, you know, they're nice and they kind of go by the book. They like, I just figure shit out.
And what I'm saying, you fuck with us because we figure shit out. And you don't, and we telling you that now, episodes in, but you felt that energy about us. You know what I'm saying? There's been many of times we ain't had the money. You better fucking believe it.
A lot.
But what? What? Are you fucking shitting me? Oh my God. Plenty of times that we ain't had the money, but guess what? I don't give a fuck.
And rent
One
due.
thing I called you the other day, I called this man out there on the phone. I say, bro, one thing I'm going to tell you what I fuck with me about. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got enough money. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got a luxury car right now. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got this. I don't give a fuck because you know what? I'm going to go figure out how to motherfucking squeeze the bitch.
Because your word is your word.
And that's just
you said you gonna do it.
That's all you really got at the end.
I always can go back to this quote, and that's why I love content too. Because you can call back shit that you said.
Yeah.
You said a long time ago, I want to move into a penthouse.
Yep.
You said 3,047,000 times. I always repeat this on here because it's important to make this point. And I'm gonna repeat it again in the future as more shit comes our way. You said you were gonna do it and you did it.
Yep.
You said you were gonna do it and you did it.
Yep.
Along the way, did you know how much a penthouse would cost?
Fuck, I didn't even know.
None of that.
Bro, I didn't even know anything. I didn't even know I didn't know nothing about the homeowner association. I didn't know nothing about oh my fucking God. In everything. The double deposits, the this, the that, the paperwork, none of that shit, bro, at that time. None of that shit. Credit checks. I didn't know anything about the soft pools, the hard, none of that shit.
And I'm gonna tell you something crazy. There's people who got everything they need to get into a house, and they're not taking no action on it.
None.
Because they so worried about not having all the answers that they never move forward.
Yep.
They are paralyzed by inaction. The question itself, and the reason I say that, your word has to be what it is when it's an entrepreneur, because asking how much money is looking at the money as an insurmountable problem.
Yeah.
It is just a problem like any other problem. It's a problem to me equivalent to, okay, like when Instagram explosion died.
Yeah.
I didn't say, oh, this is a career-ending problem. I said, well, got to figure out how to replace that.
Yep.
That's literally my energy. You remember.
Yep.
My energy wasn't, oh my God, bro, we're ruined.
Yeah.
I said, we got to do this, we got to do this.
We got to substitute. We got to
create a new product. We got to do something.
We got to figure this out.
We did. We did.
Yep.
That's it. As an entrepreneur, we just create another product because that's our life. I'm saying this is my end goal. I'm going to do it regardless. I don't give a fuck about the middle. I'm not tripping about if this goes wrong in the middle, a lot of money gets taken out. I'm going to figure out another way to do it. Just like you talk about resourcefulness. We've gotten stuff because you're resourceful, you know people. Yeah. We need to film shit. We've used friends, family. We've used people around us. We're resourceful.
Yeah.
I haven't had everything that I needed. Like I said, when I was on my mother's floor, what did I leverage? I leveraged that situation. Where I said, a lot of people sit at home at their mama's house and don't do shit.
Yeah.
I leveraged the situation.
Yeah.
And I leveraged that into creating a business that made 6 figures.
Yeah.
And continues to grow to this day.
Yeah.
Same thing when it comes to our partnership. You leverage your social clout, you leverage your friend circle, all those things. Now, of course, it's mutually beneficial to everybody, but the point I'm trying to get at with you is entrepreneurship is a complete paradigm shift. You have to get the mindset that this map that I'm using is useless.
Yeah.
So when I talk to an entrepreneur, the advice that you're going to get is going to be so outside of what you're used to hearing that it's going to sound weird.
It's not going to make any sense.
It's going to sound crazy.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is he? When I know on your story, when he's like, I know I'm getting too esoteric on you. It sounds crazy.
Yeah, a lot of shit
And
sounds
as me
crazy.
being a person who's very technical, I always like to explain that to people. All the shit you hear somebody saying, you said on your story the other day, you was like, I sit down here and I listen to this, what is it, 432 hertz music, and I picture abundance, all those things.
And I explain to people, when you see me in person, I'm holding the energy of a person who just truly believes that I own shit like that.
Now, this goes to a great concept because somebody asked me this the other day, and this goes back to this, just kind of tie it all together. They said, how do you feel about stuff like that, like alter egos and faking it till you make it? I said, there's 2 types. I don't even have to go far on this. There's 2 types. There's faking it till you make it to impress the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm doing this shit simply to impress the crowd. And then there's faking it till you make it, how I think most entrepreneurs do it. I project myself bigger than I am because that's who I believe I'm going to be.
Exactly.
I told people when I first started, I was on the floor of my mother's house. I was not, quote unquote, what you would call an entrepreneur or businessman.
Yeah.
But I just said, okay, I'm an entrepreneur and businessman now.
Today.
I start projecting myself like that over and over again. Now, everybody walks up to me, man, you an entrepreneur. You a businessman.
Yeah.
Was I faking?
Nope.
Was I faking?
Nah, I'll tell you a funny story too. I never got booked to MC I never been paid to MC a club. Like, for those of you who don't know, on for the entertainment spectrum of my life, I'll go to different venues and I'll talk on the microphone as a form of entertainment. But now I get paid lots of money every time I touch down at a spot, no matter what city it's in, anything like that. But before, what happened was I used to just go to people's parties, plug in, and just start talking as if I was already being booked and paid. It just, I was telling myself, this is the type of person I want to be. This is like, I want to be a person who you can call to book his services. Like it's almost like I would just go to random spots and just set up my DJ equipment and just DJ. I wasn't doing that, but basically what I'm saying is I would just go to different spots and I just started talking on the microphone until people started calling me. And not to this day. My daddy made a comment the other day. I was at home because with my family, sometimes when I go to my family, I talk so much on the regular. Outside of there, when I go over there, I'm just kind of resting my voice. So he was like, man, you got to pay that motherfucker to talk now. I'm like, shit, you damn right. You goddamn right. Because at this point, shit.
But you was faking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you was faking. You wasn't even getting booked.
Like, what you missing it? You in the wrong paradigm.
Exactly.
The thing is, you can become, I told my partner, I said, you can become whoever you are. People who are in this paradigm who ask these questions. And I'm being harsh on you a little bit right now because sometimes what you need is smack in the fucking mouth to know, like, stop asking that shit.
Yeah.
Start getting to the point of saying, I'm gonna solve shit. But we can be who we want.
Yeah.
People who dreams have been killed, who their dream has been killed.
Yeah.
They are the people who tell you, no, your personality is who you are. Who you are is who you are.
Yeah.
You can't change that shit. But I know it's bullshit. I've been in the hood. I've been in fights. I've been in streets. I've been in all that type of shit. And people see me now, don't believe it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad too.
I'm
glad. I'm not, like I always say, I'm not trying to be hard or anything. I'm not trying to put that shit out there to get any street cred, anything like that. What I am saying is, I know it's all what you believe you are, what you start projecting to the world. And as one of my other favorite books says, 8 Pillars of Prosperity, sooner or later, the world has to accept you on your own terms.
Yep. Period.
As an entrepreneur,
just keep doing it.
As an entrepreneur, this is what you should really absorb from this. I may not have the money. Nah. Just accept it. Things are going to be uncertain. Just accept it. But the question is this your chosen way of life? Are you saying, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to go into this world, and I'm going to make something happen, I want to build something? Or it's just a hobby for you? Because I can tell you what's going to happen is you're going to get in there, you're going to burn through whatever money it is. You got 10,000, you got 20,000, you got 30,000. You're going to smoke through that. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get discouraged and you're going to say, this entrepreneurship doesn't work. This shit doesn't work. When all it is you as an entrepreneur, if you weren't so focused on how much you need, you were just more focused on completing the task, then you would find that all the shit would come to you.
Yep. It'll just pop up in your lap.
Like, there's so much shit you can do for free that
that's what I'm saying.
Communicating free.
Free, absolutely.
Adding extra value, talking to people, having great customer service, free.
Free. You can go up to somewhere right now and just ask them, can you fucking just work with them right now? You can go to the store.
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. I remember reading work rules a long time ago about Google. I said, that's genius. You know what they used to do?
Yeah.
So instead of having to give their employees amenities, what they would do, let's say all the local food trucks.
Yeah.
What they would do is say, hey, look, y'all can pull up. You know, Google got a shit ton of employees. So they say, y'all can pull up to our parking lot, all the food trucks around lunchtime. So basically they would have like great lunches at Google.
Yeah.
They said the masseuse, local masseuse, they went around and said, hey, if we let you come into our spot, can you discount our workers and come in during like lunchtime or break time so they can have masseuses? It was like, cool.
Yeah.
They went to the ATM. People said, can you put an ATM in our lobby so our people can get stuff in the ATM if they need it?
Yeah.
These are all things that they value added that didn't cost them $1.
Yeah.
And this a billion dollar company.
Big B.
Why wouldn't they just say, fuck it, we'll just pay for it all?
Yeah, no.
Because they like, as entrepreneurs, they thought, how can we be resourceful first? Yeah. And that's, I guess, the big message. Stop asking how much money, ask how can you be resourceful? Yeah. Because if you become resourceful, you'll be able to take $1,000 and it's basically like $20,000 in your hand.
Yeah, yeah.
$1 million to me right now, it's like having $20 million.
Yeah.
Because I already know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm not going to do. I know what I am going to do. And once I get there, once I get to that amount, and you look back on this, you say, damn.
Exactly.
He said he was going to do that. And what did I say earlier? If I said I'm going to do it,
I'm going to do it. Period.
Because I can't be stopped. Just like the sun can't or the tide.
Or my motherfucking nigga Mike Tyson.
You cannot stop that. That's why I say, maybe life not coming at you that hard.
Life chill. Because Mike Tyson is something else.
So, with that being said, final thoughts?
Final thoughts from the Penthouse, man. Hey, take what we said, man, run with it, bag it up, you know what I'm saying? Share this piece of content with a friend, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you straight up, this content is not for everybody, but if you know somebody who will thoroughly appreciate this content, me and him, and everybody that helps us with this project will thoroughly appreciate it if you send this content out to some of your friends, okay? My final thoughts from the Penthouse, honestly, yo, I really just wanna let everybody know, like, basically what we was talking about is the paradigm shift. Like, that's the most important thing to me when it comes to just even asking the right questions, because like I said, some of the questions that you ask come from a specific point that you're on your life. So just focus on, like he said, man, just switching the mindset of how you think about the whole question in general. Like, fuck, how much money do I need? How resourceful can I be? So that way you can enter into the project, you can enter into these things with a whole new mindset. Because now once you figure out that you can, like, I know today should be a breath of fresh air, even though I know we was hella aggressive, this type of people we are. Today should be a breath of fresh air because now you realize that you don't need any money to get started. Fair enough? Cool. All right. So basically all you need to do is go back to the drawing board. If you haven't internally started working on yourself, internally dig in yourself, start working on it, and then you'll find out what you're good at. Then you use those resources to deliver it to others. You can barter the services, whatever, but get the ball rolling, you know what I'm saying? You don't need any money to get started. Those are my final thoughts from the Penthouse.
Yeah. So I guess to piggyback on top of that, who do you want to be as far as an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
If you're taking on this journey, realize that switch the thinking, as D just said.
Yeah.
Just said, switch the whole paradigm, but also think of it from a standpoint that if I say I'm gonna do some shit, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
It don't even gotta get more complicated than that.
Yeah.
Be impeccable with your word. Your word means what it is. Just like I said, if you make a threat, follow through on the threat. I'm not telling you the threat. If you say you're gonna be successful, if you say you're gonna be an entrepreneur, you're gonna start your business, I don't want to hear people come up to me. You know what I hate?
Yeah.
I hate when people come up to me talking about what they gonna do and I know they're not gonna do it. That's what irritates me. It's not that people come to me talking about their ideas. It's that they don't follow through.
Yeah.
So when you become a person who follows through, it puts you in a different tier of people. It puts you in the elite. It puts you at the top tier. It puts you at the people that everybody looks at and admires because they like, oh, that person follows through on what the fuck they say they're gonna do. Become that person. That's my final thoughts. Become that person, and that person doesn't worry about if they have enough money, if things are uncertain, if it's scary. All they worry about is, I'm gonna do what the fuck I said.
And that's all that matters. Because if you do what the fuck you say, you'll be surprised.
And what the fuck you say is gonna get done.
You'll be surprised how better life can be. Because you know the crazy part about it, I ain't gonna hold them up for too much longer.
Go ahead.
We're getting out of here. All of us know exactly what we need to do. Every person watching this. And that's why you did, that's why that sense just came before you. It's like, damn. Because you know exactly what the hell it is that you need to do. But if you would just do what you said, if you would just do what you said you would do, man.
Yo, what would your life look like?
It'd be so much copacetic.
Like you say, we let him go in a second.
Yeah.
This is new for us to go after final thoughts. But with that, I just got to say this too. If you look back on your life right now, go back through the history of your life, of everything you said that you was going to do that you didn't do. What would your life look like if you actually did those things? How much different? I can look back on my life and say this. 10 years ago when I said, hey, I'm going to become a successful entrepreneur, I'm going to do this shit, I can look at what my life has become.
Yep.
Your life can be whatever it is.
Bob Proctor said that. He said that's the beautiful part about life, man. You can close your eyes and you can pinpoint exactly how you got to the very seat that you're sitting in right now. You can pinpoint. But the only scary part about it is when you think about the future, it goes blank. But if you just had some faith and just understood that your dots will connect, you just don't need to worry about how it's gonna happen. It's the same thing. It's just that fear of uncertainty that always falls us over. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna hold him too long, Pete. I want to give him my Instagram.
That's some heat.
I want to give him my Instagram.
Go ahead and get your
Get up out of
Instagram.
here. You did what I'm saying, man. Country Cowboy on all social media platforms. That Cowboys Ranch is booming. Like what's my boy name? Lil John back in the Gap. The boom room is booming like that.
John, you played that up.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. It went hard, you know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
Hey, go tap in with me on all social media platforms right now, okay? Let me clear my throat for this one because this is a very important message. We have a a special offer for you right now. Are you listening? Yes, it's called the Influencer. The Influencer is available for you right now. And it is, I'm gonna let you know right now, this is somebody just did a testimonial for us the other day. This is the best course that you can get right now on how to grow your following on all social media platforms. If you want to become an influencer, if you want to become a person who gets paid for your opinions, you want to become a person that gets paid to do exactly what it is that you do. If you want to run up your views, if you want to run up your likes, if you want to run up your followers on any social media platform, the Influencer is for you. And guess what, people? It's still cheaper than a movie dinner.
Oh, man.
It's cheaper than a movie dinner.
I think I pay more for these.
Yeah, I think you pay more for those shorts than
I pay.
than
You would
Influencer.
pay for.
And I use the word cheap, but it's not a cheap
you're right.
product.
You said
I said I'm
inexpensive.
not. I said I made a promise the other episode. I said I'm not gonna use the word cheap anymore. Cheap is definitely not the best way to
Can I
explain.
say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what I think the biggest mind fuck of the world is?
What?
That some of the best information is like $10, $12 books, $17 courses, but it costs so little you cannot believe it's millions of dollars of information.
Yeah.
Think and
Real
Grow
shit,
Rich has made more millionaires than any other book.
Yeah.
So many people claim that's the book that made me a million.
It's free right now.
And you can get that shit in public domain for free.
Right now.
Influencer. That's why one of the reasons we based it on 17 principles
It's the exact.
of success.
It's damn near exact
Similar.
replica. Similar.
to that.
The framework.
But $17, they'll be like, yeah, I'm telling you.
It's in there.
It's in.
It's all the way in
It's
there.
all.
And one of the disclaimers I always put, it's even inside of the course. I tell you, if you buy this course, you don't like this course, come find me personally. Okay? You don't even have to do that. I'm just letting you know how serious I am. You come find me personally, and I'll refund you your money. You hear what I'm saying?
Cold hard cash.
Cold hard cash. We
Give
got
us
a whole
reason.
cost.
What you said? Give us a reason you don't like the influencer, and I refund you personally. But I know you're gonna be lying.
There's a whole call center that you can call to get your refund back if you was to want it. But I tell you what, I know your ass would be lying. I tell you right now, I give you your money back. I look in your eyes like this. I say, you lying ass.
Here it is.
Fuck you lying.
Here it is.
Here you go.
You know
Take
you-
your money. You lying ass. No, you're lying. It's the hardest course out there.
You probably gonna
This
go buy it
the-
again after
You
get
gonna
your
buy
money
it again, and you lying to me right now. You know you lying to me. You know it's the hardest course out there right now. I'm talking about from the visuals all the way down, because I'm a content creator, man. I love it, man. I'm talking about that course from the front end to the back end, from the color scheme to the theme to everything. You're gonna respect it, and you're gonna fall in love with us, because after you consume that piece of content, you're gonna say, man, those are my guys.
Ugh.
Those
Just like
are
when
my
you come to
guys.
mama's house, the Penthouse.
And you know what? I'm talking like that because I fuck with us. I fuck with me. I know he fuck with himself. And we don't put bullshit out. Look at this. We don't half step. I tell some of my homegirl, I tell them, listen, I don't do half stepping. We ain't doing none of that. If we doing it, we doing it. And if we not doing it, we not doing it.
Exactly.
And that's just that on P. Can you give them your Instagram name so we let these goddamn motherfuckers go?
Princeton Hicks on everything.
God damn
PRINSTON. My mama does it her own way, and I fuck with that.
Amen.
Just like you just said, I fuck with that.
Come on, man.
HICKS on everything. Every platform you can find me on everything. That good content that YouTube about to come back. I got the massive action rants for you. I'm gonna just be talking shit about things and opinions so you can understand. Get this entrepreneur mindset in you. Because I need a place, just like what you just did, D. This is why I love being on the podcast with you. This is the secret. Because you get me fired up. I be sitting on the couch like, shit, man, he going in.
He going in over there.
I need a spot to tell you exactly what the fuck I feel. Entrepreneurship is mental. Get in there. Get it. You got to get it in here.
Yeah, real
It
shit
ain't,
though.
it ain't. You can have skills and shit. That's cool. I can teach you the skill sets. I'm gonna speak about something that's gonna help you with that in a second. But I know sometimes motherfuckers just need to get their shit in.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's the y'all listen. It's I don't know how long y'all gonna even want to hear me continue to say this.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing but an energetic thing.
Yeah.
That money, let me tell you something about that money. I love that money so much, but fuck that money. Because I love that money. Let me tell you that money. This is what that money do. That money move fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's why some of the most
Boy,
that's why some of the most richest people talk to you like this. They be going so fast, they don't know what they're talking about.
Cause that's how money moves.
Money move.
And you think they on cocaine or something?
Yeah, no. What they understand,
on money.
What they understand is that money is moving, and you got to move with it. You can't think about not having it, because what? What?
Get to that point last week you made that boyfriend salad.
I don't even think right now, honestly, I even have a lot of money on me, like on like some legitimate shit. But bro, between me and y'all, bro, it's so much money like hovering over, like literally, it's just in the air.
Just
it's
pulling
like
it out the ether.
it's just available. It's like, yo, because of this mind,
that's why we gotta do an
frame
episode.
that I'm in. It's like I'm able to see.
That's why we gotta do another episode.
We got you, bro. Like at this point, like money, man.
Because we about another podcast.
Oh fuck, we did the whole.
we about another podcast.
Damn,
but no.
We
but
sit on the final thought.
Prince Hicks on everything. No, we on the out.
Okay.
Prince Hicks on everything. But I feel like it's necessary. We do things out.
Man, that's what I love about this. Ain't nobody behind us telling us wrap it up.
Like,
no,
hey, bro,
shit.
stop it.
It's our shit.
Joe Rogan be doing 3 hours.
Man, it's our shit. If we feel like going to 10, we'll go to 10. We want to wrap it up right now, we wrap it up.
But,
we ain't got nothing else to do really anyway. Everything outsourced. Everything's coming in beautifully. We do good business. I'm grateful. I know he's grateful.
And you know how I learned how to do all that shit? How to start a business in 30 days. That was a perfect segue to me.
Damn.
To me.
Yeah.
Well, how to start business in 30 days because we about to do our quarterly meeting next week.
Yeah.
And you know, at the time of recording this, we'll have already done it. But we're about to do our quarterly meeting. And you know what we about to do? We about to go get the how to start a business in 30 days work. Pop it open. Go through it and make sure that we hit all our goals. And this is the same process that we use to build everything. You want to know how to work with teams, build a business, systems, processes, everything you could think of. It's in How to Start Business in 30 Days. I'll tell you this. I've taken courses. I've been in business courses. I don't think it's a business course that's going to hold your hand and take you where you need in business faster or more effectively than this. Once again, we put out good shit.
That's what I'm saying.
The
quality of it is going to, this is what I'm saying. On a psychological level, this is why I love people who create great content because what it does to the consumer, it allows you to consume the knowledge at an easy. It's like better food. It's like you can get some sloppy ass food. You gonna be good. You gonna eat good. You gonna be full, but it's not gonna be good for you.
I call it the smoothie principle.
You know
like
what I'm
my
saying?
brother used to make these smoothies, and the smoothies would have all this good shit in them, but they tasted good.
Yeah.
So it's like I still give you the information, but I'm gonna give it in a way that's easy to consume, so you can be like, I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I promise you this, if you take this information and actually apply it, because I'm not hiding the secrets. I'm using exactly what I use.
Yeah.
Exactly what we use to build businesses, to make products, to tell brand stories, to be engaging, to make the whole messaging behind this content, this shirt I got on, Mass Action Movement. You can get one of these from HaterBodegaBomb.com. They speak real quick. But everything that we do, how to start a business.
It's all in there.
It's in there. The whole thing. And guess what? Yeah. Oh, no, my bad. And the price gonna go up. I'm gonna just tell you real shit. Because I feel like sometimes you gotta charge people for them to appreciate it.
Yeah.
They just can't appreciate it.
Don't wait though. Go get that right now.
So get it right now. And besides that, you got anything last to say? I know you've been fired up today. You got anything last to say on this shit before we get out of here?
I'm gonna let y'all last go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all last go. But I need you to understand. I said it once and I'll say it again. This ain't nothing but an energetic game. And if you can embody that, if you can understand what I'm saying, if you can catch my drift, if you can pick up what I'm putting down, young player. I'm telling you right now, life will be way easier than you can ever imagine. I promise you, all your love life problems, all your relationship problems with your friends, this, that, and the third, I'm telling you, it can all be solved if you can get control of your energy. I'm telling you right now.
And I want to say one last thing. I want to say one last thing. A great poet once told me by the name of Country Cowboy.
Can we get the book going? Can we?
Yeah,
I can't wait to get the book going.
But he told me this. And remember this about entrepreneurship. The sauce costs, and they don't sell it in stores.
I open my eyes, I see them snakes in the sky, saying that they down the ride. Really, they down for the ride. Really, they down for a piece of my pie. Look in my eyes, you can see that I'm tired. Look at my ties, you can see I got drive. All these emotions, I put them aside. All this potential, I bring it to life. I look them dead in the eyes. Cause I really want it, and I'm really working, and I'm really stressing now because I'm nervous.